And we're off to another overseas tech adventure, this time with our friends from HONOR Philippines and the brand's latest flagship offering, the HONOR Magic 7 Pro. The destination? Beijing, China, for HONOR's Beijing R&D lab visit and much needed R&R. The travel in itself has been quite an experience because HONOR, for one reason or another, booked me business class tickets going to Beijing. This means access to airport lounge where I can get as much free food as I want and chill before my flight, priority boarding, and way bigger legroom and in-flight meals with actual proper cutlery. I definitely could get used to this, as long as I get the tickets for free. There are technically two major highlights of this trip. The first is a visit to HONOR's Beijing R&D headquarters, and the second is to go around known iconic spots and test out the HONOR Magic 7 Pro's amazing photo-taking capabilities. While we couldn't film inside the R&D labs, the guys from HONOR showed us various testing facilities where they use AI and proprietary algorithm to fine-tune and test GPS, NFC, 5G signals, camera tests, and overall structure and sturdiness of their devices. HONOR goes through all the testing methods to ensure that each HONOR device that would come out of their plant adheres to the highest of standards. And yes, this includes the crazy sturdiness of the HONOR X9C series and a lot more. After a quick half-day session of just visiting the R&D labs, we got to sit down and talk to some key HONOR personnel, namely Mr. Eric Fang, Senior Director of Product Planning, Lena Meng, Marketing Director, and Stephen Cheng, VP for Marketing of HONOR Philippines. The topic predominantly centered around the HONOR AI, specifically their newly announced AI agent during MWC 2025, and what makes HONOR AI a bit more different than competitors. In a roundtable discussion with Philippines' top tech media sites, Mr. Fang disclosed how excited they are with rolling out HONOR's AI agent to the rest of their devices. Speaking of HONOR AI agent, Abe Olandes asked a pretty interesting question to Mr. Fang regarding partnerships and AI optimization.
How do you factor in your differentiation when the goal of partnering with Google is compatibility across all different ecosystems?
This is very good and very challenging. And for first one, we benefited from the
Exactly, that's
platform.
right.
So like a quick share,
Mhm.
and also Honor have our AI strategy that connect with hardware and software as a whole system. That for example, the image, the camera side, we have image. So we know the camera sensors, the chipset, and the lens, the very detailed hardware design, so that we can design very advanced AI technologies connected with hardware, so that differentiate ourselves. And also for AI agent, we can also leverage our innovations in China market, because in China we have on-device AI. Also, we have Honor Cloud.
Yeah.
We are innovate on the multiple scenarios,
Yes, that's right.
and also we have this expertise we can extend in global market. Even use same Gemini, our AI agent may extend more scenarios than
that's
competitors,
right.
and even with their cloud AI, our AI image and our post processing, we can fine tune to best
So it's more like
experience.
there's that compatibility, but it's a matter of who executes it better. Is that what
One
you're
is
saying?
execute better. Another is also we have some new innovations. Is auto.
Do we expect something
for
in the
example,
near future that
AI
would be, something
deepfake
new from you
detection.
guys?
Yes.
That's different from
Yeah.
other brands won't offer, for example?
Yes. For example, the AI face
Yes, it's,
The deepfake.
Yeah.
So we
I'm
innovate
interested in
we
that,
also
but
do
then
a
you
lot of,
haven't
user
rolled it to
research
other.
that which area there still has some their pinpoint and their expectations, so that we can offer it.
Right.
Thank you.
Maybe let me add some more information for this question,
Mm.
because
it's not only a partnership technology, but also combined with Honor self-owned technology as well. So the final consumer experiences comes from these two together. For example, even if it's all AI cameras, someone will have more precise, more convenient. So that's why we will always listen to the consumer's voice, and our technology is all consumer intended. And also we are always trying to exploring and also hear from your voice which feature do you value, and also we have some unique features like the deepfake detection. So we are trying always to fit what consumer needs.
While the aim is to create cohesive AI functionalities that cuts across devices, the challenge from a brand perspective is how to effectively differentiate one AI from another, or at least one offer from another. This, I feel, is where their partnership with Studio Hardcore should come into play. While we did learn a lot and excited to see what the future holds for Honor, we're also quite stoked to be going to the Great Wall of China to test out the HONOR Magic7 Pro and its crazy AI telephoto capabilities. After arriving at Pataling Great Wall, we were ushered into a cable car to reach the top elevation, making it easier for us titos and titas to reach the summit. Apparently, the Pataling Great Wall is the most visited section of the enormous Great Wall of China, where world leaders have been to as well during their official state visits. What better way to capture this iconic structure with the help of the HONOR Magic7 Pro and test out the AI telephoto capabilities once you exceed 30 times hybrid zoom. With the HONOR Magic7 Pro's 200-megapixel AI telephoto camera, you can easily capture sceneries from afar without the need to go near them. The brand's AI algorithm intelligently predicts and forms the image with strikingly scary details even if the subject is 30 to 100 times afar. Of course, it's best if you limit hand movements to a minimum, and that's a pretty tall order considering the winds atop the Great Wall are pretty strong. But it does seem like the phone does a good enough job of preserving details on the images. We tested it again on another iconic area in Beijing that has a lower elevation, the Summer Palace, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's also one of the best preserved imperial gardens in the world. Reconstructed in 1750 by the emperor for his mother's 60th birthday, the Summer Palace spans a massive 2.9 square kilometers, 3/4 of which is water, with a central lake being man-made. Pagodas and intricate towers are scattered throughout the area, and HONOR Magic7 Pro's massive AI telephoto camera makes easy work of capturing them, especially in this afternoon light. So we just got down from the Great Wall of China, and now we are at the Summer Palace here in Beijing, still for the HONOR Magic7 Pro trip. So HONOR Philippines flew us here so that we can try out the HONOR Magic7 Pro, taking more shots with this from, all just capturing all the scenery and enjoying the view. Just chilling for this afternoon. Of course, the overall setting also makes great background for interesting portrait shots, especially when we stumbled upon fully bloomed cherry blossom trees. As always, the Studio Hardcore portrait mode adds cinematic drama to pretty much everything you shoot, regardless if your subjects are people or even sceneries. Adding the classic filter or even the black and white adds a whole new layer of creativity to your shots, and the 50-megapixel main shooter and 50-megapixel ultra-wide camera can give you some really creamy bokeh. Soaking in the culture some more, we even had a quick Chinese handcraft art sessions where the group painted some fans via water immersion. When you have a reliable device with you, a whole lot of patience, and a little bit of luck, you can come up with pretty interesting images, like this. It's a one-shot, taken using the inadvertent reflection from a window pane as I was shooting what was supposedly outside. While we can't get lucky all the time with our shots, we do have the next best thing, a device that can easily edit out unwanted elements within the photo. That's where HONOR's intelligent AI eraser comes into play. While you do need to be connected to the internet, it's still a marvel to see the AI eraser in action, especially as it easily removes each element until you're completely satisfied. I do wish that HONOR can integrate more AI photo editing solutions like auto-enhancing the image or removing blur and auto-sharpening it, but that could be a software upgrade later on in the product lifecycle. Overall, we enjoyed our time with the HONOR Magic7 Pro as a reliable travel companion. From shooting photos to videos even, the HONOR Magic7 Pro does not disappoint. Thank you for a magical time, HONOR Philippines. I'll be sure to test the device further for our full review coming very soon. And with that, my name is Colin and I'll be seeing you on the next one. As always, keep healthy, keep safe, and keep on gaming everybody. Bye-bye.